Team goals for the year was to win a national title for sure. We thought we think we have the talent, we think we have the right mixture of kids, and we really think we can win a national title. We're 14-4 and having a great season. You know, we've had some bumps along the way, and it's going to get more difficult down the stretch here, but we're on our track. It's funny, I think if you'd asked me before the season started, based on who we'd played and everything, that I think we would have been happy coming into this weekend being 14-4, but then watching the games that we have lost, and those 4 losses, I think easily could have won all 4 of them, so it's a bit disappointing to know that we left some games and wins on the table. So, you know, realistically, we'd rather be 16-2, 17-1. We really felt like we could be there, and that's not unrealistic. So it's a bit disappointing right now, but maybe we can pick it up down the stretch. We've got you know, 3 kids out with ACLs, another kid just has a broken foot, we have another kid with mono, we have another kid coming off knee surgery who's not quite ready to play, and all these kids were really quality players. And you know, you never wish this on anybody else. I've never seen a season go the way it has in terms of how our team has been hit by the injury bug, but I think our kids have handled it really well. They're very tough-minded kids. They work hard for each other, they love each other, and they only want success. So I know when we go on the floor this weekend, we're going to give it all. For me personally, what I do is just focus on who we have and what's in front of us, and we can't worry about, and we talk to the athletes about not worrying about who's not playing, but worry about the skill set of the kids who are, and try to bring out the best in each one of them and give them the confidence to go out and do the job. They're all very talented kids. They're brought to the University of Alberta for a reason, that they're excellent in their sport, and we expect greatness at this school, and just because we have a few kids out doesn't mean our wants or wishes will drop from there. Yeah, we've got some great first and second year kids who really didn't expect to play very much, who have really stepped into roles now. You're going to see some kids play this weekend who are going to play bigger minutes than they ever have in their whole career, and I know they're ready for the moment. They're probably very excited about the challenge while it's still time being sad for their teammates, and I think they'll do well for us this week. Yeah, maturity. Those 4th and 5th year kids have been here before. They know how to play. We got 2 kids who've played in a national final. They've played in national semifinals on TV, and they know what it takes to win a national title, and it's up to them to kind of let the other kids know what it's supposed to look like, what it feels like, how you train to get ready for that moment, and then ultimately how you perform when you get in the game, that you play calm, you play mature, and you just execute. Yeah, Marissa Haylett is just an incredible kid, and I think every program that you talk to is going to say their 5th year kids are the exact reason why we do this, and the ones that can make it this far can go through all the adversity that it takes to be a varsity athlete and to come out in their 5th year and to really feel like they've played the best basketball they can to compete at the highest level that they can, and they've left nothing on the table. I think that is what, you know, I'm the most proud of Marissa for. She put a lot of work into her game, she put a lot of work into training, and she's just having a great season, and we'll obviously miss her. Not just on the court, but off the court. She's, you know, the mama of the team, and she really takes care of all the little ones, and the young ones, not little. And I just think, you know, it's hard to replace those kids, but at the end of the day, that's the mature, you know, the natural progression of things in a university setting, and somebody will step up and take that role next year, and a couple years from now, they'll graduate, and we'll do it all again. Yeah, Nick's a great player. I mean, she's a nationally identified athlete. She's a potential senior team player in the future, and she's really been, unfortunately, snake-bitten with injuries over the last couple of seasons. And you know, outside of that, I think you're definitely right. She's one of the top players in Canada West and maybe the entire country. And she's a strong kid. She's a tough-minded kid, and she brings a lot to our team. And as she gets healthy and comes back next season into her 4th and 5th years, we just expect that she'll keep growing from there into the leader we know she can be. Challenge for our team is probably going to be a little bit of confidence to really believe that they can do this through the adversity we've felt with all the injuries, and just knowing that they have to rely on each other. And I think there will be some comfort in that, knowing that they are tough enough, they are tight enough as a group to really accomplish their goals, but there's always those doubts that creep in when you lose players, and we just don't have that much room for error, so they're going to have to play at the top of their game throughout the entire rest of the way. I think we'll just, you know, continually talk about what their goals were and reassess where we are now, but remind them of who we wanted to be for the season, and that it's, you know, they don't want to look back on their careers afterwards and say, I could have given more in that season, and I don't think I want to teach my kids that giving excuses is okay. So nothing in life is easy. You're never going to get gift wrapped something. You've got to go and work hard for it, and I think that's the biggest thing they'll learn from this year, is they're going to really find out what they're made of as individuals, and that those lessons are going to learn this season throughout the rest of this season and playoffs are going to carry with them the rest of their lives. And I really want to just stress to them that it's important to do the best you can, and we'll come out winners if we play hard enough. Yeah, we've got 2 fifth-year leaders who've been here a long time. They're doing a great job, and then Nicole Clark has come on this year as a captain as well. And I think the 3 of them have really set a tone in practice for how we want to train. They're loud, they're vocal, they work hard every drill, and they remind young ones of what it's like and what it's supposed to look like when you're playing varsity athletics. And I just think that they set a good example in the gym every single day. And then when it comes to game night, they're always ready to go. Well, I felt like we were built to win for this season for sure. I really believe this team can win a national title, but I also know that we're young. We lose only Marissa and Alicia for this season, and we'll bring in some great recruits into the future, as you know, the success of past teams leads to success in recruiting usually. And yeah, I think this team is actually built long term. I think we've got some nice young kids. We've got a core that's going to be with each other for another 2 to 3 seasons together, and that's exciting for us to know that we're really going to be in the hunt every single season. I don't think there's anyone we want to avoid. I think you know, there's some teams in the country who are very, very talented. There's some teams that could win this title, but you got to go through them to reach our goals, so we're not afraid of anybody.